Hi friends. So welcome to this new video. This is a video about the commission pieces that I just finished. So I'm super excited and they will be mailed tomorrow. So thank you for the commissions. I really do appreciate it. So this is the first one. This one is actually for inspired by my sister in Central Coast of California, and it's Dutch pour, and so I put like a little, I stenciled this piece in there because it is meant to be in either the home or a place of employment. The second one that you're seeing here is one that is meant for Valentine's 2023. So the idea is to have something that it evokes sort of the Valentine's feel to be used in a place of business, so that as customers come in, they will be hit with the idea of friendship, love, and Valentine's happiness, if you will. So here I'm showing you the wet piece. Because there's a number of them, I'm not able to show you how I tilt it and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a ring pour, and I was a little afraid because I used obviously my phthalo blue, which is my favorite color, and also use black cherry. So here is a close-up of the dry piece before I worked on it to make it much more evident that it is meant to be for Valentine's Day. And then let me see. So it's super shiny. And so I hope that after I put the embellishment, it'll be as shiny. So I put the heart in there, and then I put an additional coat. This is the Liquitex varnish. It's the varnish. It's not the glass medium. The gloss medium. Excuse me. So yeah. So here's this is much more obvious that it's that middle part is meant to be a heart. So hope that's much more obvious. And then here are the hearts that I did for the Valentine's pour, which are also part of the piece. So here I'm doing like close-ups, and obviously these are all dry, and yeah, so they're meant to be displayed around the same area or the same time. Well, the person who commissioned it can decide how they want to display it, but yeah, so this is kind of the idea that I had. I hope that makes sense. So like I said, and these little hearts, they weren't hard to pour, and obviously this vase also goes with the with the collection. So the idea would be to have this be like either a vase for flowers or maybe to put pens in. Now, this one is actually the wood piece for a Halloween pour. So I use a lot of reds, oranges, and I thought that by putting the blue and the yellow, I was gonna make green, and because I want to put like a pumpkin on there. It didn't quite blend together to make that green, but it still kind of evokes sort of like the vines of the pumpkin, as you will see in a little bit. So here's, like I said, a close up of the wet piece. There's lots of different elements in there. and a lot. I used a ton of gold on this one, so yeah, you'll see that in a little bit as well. Because around the fall, that's really when I think of those colors. Think of the coppers, the golds, like a mustard yellow, and like all the colors of the fall. Reminds me of when I lived in Rhode Island and I would cross that freeway. Obviously, I'm not from Rhode Island, so I don't remember what that was. It was like the 95, I think, freeway. So I crossed that water, but on the side, you see all the trees in the fall. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. I would like heading towards Fall River, Massachusetts. Anyway, yeah, so it totally like anytime I think of the fall, I always think of that time there. I remember one time in the fall we went to New Hampshire because there had been snow, so we went ski. Obviously, I've never when I moved to Massachusetts, I had never seen snow, and so yeah, skiing is not my thing. So, but I was able to appreciate also all the leaves there, but still, when I think of the fall and the leaves, I think of my drive from like Pawtucket and like Cumberland, that that drive on the freeway towards Massachusetts and like heading into Fall River. I actually worked. Our office was in Dartmouth, Massachusetts, and we also had another office in Somerville. And when I was in Somerville, I lived in Cambridge. Like the apartment was literally half of it was in Cambridge, half of it was in Somerville, which is really awesome. Okay, so here's the how I embellished it so that it would be obvious it is for Halloween. I hope you appreciate. This took me forever. Yeah, it's yeah stuff like this, like stenciling and stuff. The thing that has to be specific takes me forever. So now, you will recall this was the blind swirl pour, which is supposedly like a technique that I came up with, and in black and white with gold. And so here I'm showing you the wet piece. So this one I had already poured before, but I'm still showing you the wet piece so that it's consistent throughout. So here when I first poured it, I was a little concerned with the cloudy part of it. I was afraid that it was gonna crack on me, and obviously, if I used it for the commission, it didn't crack. It actually is really beautiful. It has like really classy kind of feel to it. Definitely see it like in a man cave or whatever. But this one is actually going to end up being in New Year's, use around New Year's time. Because when I think of New Year's, I think of black, white, and gold. All those. If you think of like all the different decorations that you find in stores and stuff like that, that's really the colors that are used for New Year's. So yeah, so this one's gonna end up being a New Year's party sign, if we will. The particular business that this is going to has a New Year's Eve, or not a New Year's Eve, but a New Year's Day-ish celebration with their customers. So hopefully, this gives them a talking piece or like a way to like invite the customers. So this one I did with like the 24 karat gold deco art, and so yeah, so the little divots are 24 karat gold. Yeah, so I actually really love this piece. I think it came out really beautiful. And like I said, it takes forever to do the little divots because, yeah, you have to use magnifying glass and all that good stuff. So yeah, it took me forever. And now these are these are in the style of Jilly Cube. They're Jilly Cube kisses, balloon kisses. And so yeah, this one is also another piece that actually there's two. There's this one and then there's another one. And this was I was trying to do more like the California poppies. The other one was I was trying to do like the posies. I think they're called posies. But this one I was trying to do like the California poppies. I'm in love with those. Obviously in different colors as well. And so this one is obviously for Easter. And I didn't show you the wet piece because I must have erased it by mistake. I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it, so it's fine. So this one, see, like I put the sign that says "Follow the bunny." She has the chocolate, and I put different bunnies throughout the canvas. But when you move away from it, you don't see them, so it's not like super busy. I mean, it's kind of super busy because all the little egg shape cells that I put in there, but it's only when you get close up to it and look at it from one side or the other side, and then you see the bunnies in different places. The other thing too is that this one has sort of a sheen where it's like if you look at it one way, it looks like one color, and then you look at it in a different way, and it's a different color. It is really pretty. Tons of colors, and so I put the little Easter eggs on top to make it super obvious. And now this one is I'm showing you the wet piece. So this one's gonna be for obviously the winter holidays. And so for someone had said, I wonder what your a pour would for winter would be like. And so I went with like, when the weather person on TV is saying that there's gonna be a snowstorm and stuff like that, the areas where there's gonna be snow is sort of like a magenta violet looking color. So yeah, so that's why I put that color in there. And then the like more warm colors are on the sides, and so basically those are to represent like the earth, as well as maybe like a cozy fire in the home. So yeah, so this one is for the holidays, and this one's a tiny one I had. This one is also a pour that I had done before, so I didn't put it in here because you can actually watch the whole video. It's tiny. I just basically embellished it. When I was pouring it and I was reviewing the dry piece, it totally told me that it should be used for Easter. So I made a little sign for Easter, also going for a commission. And then this one is also another one that I had poured. I I think this one's like, I don't know, like 14, number 14. So it's this one is for 4th of July, and once again it's a commission piece. And this one as well. And so this one I did just recently also for the commission. And it's one of those the video that I lost. So what I did was I poured three, four on the same video, and I that's the one I can't find. So anyways, but it's fine because for the most part you do see the wet piece. Now this one, it's also the results for close up results for Emerald Isle or a Merlin. No, not this is not Merlin. This one is St. Patrick's Day commission and slash Emerald Isle. And so this one is my first commission, the first one I poured for that specifically. And my favorite part is this. It looks like towards the middle on the bottom, there's like, it looks like it's an emerald, like even dried, like translucent, really beautiful. When I show you the dry piece, I'll try to zoom in to that because it's so beautiful. It's gorgeous, and the transparency that is achieved is really incredible. So, yeah, like I said, this one I've shown you before. This is one of the. It's on one of the videos that I published, and yeah, and so like when I first poured this piece, it wasn't what I loved. So I poured again and I did a ring pour in the middle, and this is what I was able to achieve. It's that the emerald is the emerald that I'm talking about is right here. Look at that. It really looks transparent. It's so beautiful. I love it. So here, this one is obviously for St. Patrick's Day, and evokes St. Patrick's, but also the luck of the Irish, if you will. So yeah, so I really love this one as well. Fortunately, the person who commissioned the piece also loved it. So I'm hopeful that the person will be happy with this piece. Now, this one is also a commissioned piece. This one is obviously for the winter holidays. So this is meant to be utilized around the same time as the one with the Christmas tree on it. And yeah, so I have the glare. It's because a lot of I'm sort of a night owl. I tend to see better at night. So so that yeah, so I do most of my work at night. I'm able to detect more stuff. So I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. Now this is meant to be for the Thanksgiving time. So the commission was to do pieces that could be utilized during the different seasons of the year to be put up in business. And so this is the one I did for Thanksgiving. Although this really could stay there throughout the year so that, customers remember to give thanks because sometimes, some folks are kind of rude. So this one is another one, like a different shade. This one is more blues. Again, I think California, I think of blue, I think of the ocean. Obviously, it's the Golden State, so the gold as well. And so yeah, so this is the piece that I did. I may show you later. I had worked on another piece that was much more orangey for the Thanksgiving holiday, but when I varnished it, I got too carried away with the varnish, and I left too much on there and it cracked on me. So I'm gonna try to save it and by maybe putting resin on it and see if that helps it along. But I hope, like I said, that yeah, I loved it, but yeah, it's not working. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have an amazing week, and we'll see you at the next one.